Good evening YouTube, Mighty Grimlock back again with another review for you. Also a little bit of a haul, well not so much of a haul, just kind of what I've been buying lately and some bits and bobs that I've found. I'd like to start today by just thanking everybody for watching me little laddie's video the other day. It's actually the most popular video that's on my channel at the minute, which is unbelievable, but I think that's more to do with friends and family than yourselves. But there was a lot of nice comments which I've passed on to him, and he was over the moon. He does spend quite a bit of time watching Transformers reviews, and he seems to really enjoy them. Don't know why he picked a Power Ranger thing to do for his first one, but you know, we all have our flaws, don't we? And I actually quite like the Megazords. They're alright, aren't they? They're not bad. They're a good bit of fun. They are bricks, but you know, some of the best Transformers are bricks. So what can you do? He does now want to do Cyberverse Commander Ultra Magnus as his next review, so I think I might have to be setting him up a channel sometime in the near future. But anyway, yeah, thank you very much to everybody who watched that and put nice comments on. It was greatly appreciated. Right, I suppose I'll get around to a couple of things that I've been picking up lately, just a few bits and bobs really, nothing spectacular, although I've got what I thought was quite a decent bargain. Right, just a few little Cyberverse things. First off, Cyberverse Fallback, Cyberverse Tailgate, who is awesome. I've got his arm on the wrong way around there, but never mind. Yeah, Cyberverse Tailgate is the business. He's got such a lush paint scheme on him with that blue flames. He's mint. I do like him very much. It's all Cyberverse basically. Cyberverse Ratchet, who again isn't too bad. He's not the greatest, but he's nice. He's got nice colours. Also got the Decepticon twins, Skyquake and Dreadwing, and they're lovely. They are really nice. A little bit sort of shell formery because they've just got that whole plain bit on the back, and the rest of them tucks in underneath. But other than that, they're very nice. Last of me bots, Cyberverse Starscream, who is wicked. Love him. I don't like his shoes, like high heel things that he's wearing, but on the whole, he is a fantastic little bot. Away from actual robot things, I've got a couple of good things lately. I forgot to mention in my Christmas review that I got this for Christmas. What a story! It is a brilliant book, and I'm so pleased that I've got it. It's utterly amazing. I love the records anyway. This just makes me love them even more because I've never read it before. But there was one that I had read before, which recently I picked up for £3. Bargain. Target 2006. It's a great storyline. If nobody's read it, it's all to do with the records and also Ultra Magnus and Galvatron travelling back in time and things like that, and it's really cool. There's all the different covers on the back there, but yeah, got this for £3. Forbidden Planet. It's just like in a bargain bin, so job's a good one. The last thing I picked up recently, which again I'm really pleased with because I've been looking for it for years and I've never ever seen it in a shop, is Robots in Disguise Part 2 of the box set. I've had Part 1 since it came out and never ever found this anywhere, and look, it's still sealed. It's absolutely brand new. Found it in I don't know if that's going to pick up on the price there, it's probably not. I found this in my local, well, one of them, I say local, it's about 45 miles away from me, no, 35, but it's a second-hand bookshop called Barter Books, which is quite famous around the country. £6.80. £6.80, can't go wrong with that. It's got, you know, it's got Ultra Magnus, it's got Omega Prime, Fortress Maximus, all the awesome episodes that I've been missing for years. I finally picked them up, so I'm very pleased with that. But now on to the review, which is probably what you're here for, or not. I don't know. You might just like my face. Who knows? Right. Today we will be looking at Transformers Prime Voyager Optimus Prime, who, as you can see, is in his truck mode at this precise point in time, which I actually really like. It's a nice truck mode actually when you look at it. It's like obviously show accurate, but it's a kind of like a cross between the movieverse Prime with the long nose truck and obviously the G1 with the colours, and I think it works really well. I like it. I think it looks nice. It is a little bit basic, and what I mean by that is there's not much going on here. You know, you've got some little yellow painted on lights, quite a nice Autobot symbol on the front there, on his grill. I do like his grill. There's a little bit of detail in the windows, and a little bit moulded on detail round and about, but other than that, there really isn't anything happening here. Nothing on the wheels. You could really do with sorry, you've got an Autobot logo on there as well, which is quite nice, but you could really do with something, whether it's a repro label set, or I'm sure there's probably a Takara version. I've not actually had a look, but I'm sure there's a Takara version which has got nice paintwork on it and lots more things to look at. But yeah, he is quite nice, and I do like him, despite his flaws. He's got a slightly bent smokestack there. I don't know what that's all about, but anyway, there you go. There's a little bit point of reference. It's not the best point of reference, but I do have Cyberverse. This is Nightwatch Prime. So they're actually quite similar. The only difference with this one, his legs are coming out, is that the Nightwatch Prime's got like grey instead of blue. But to be fair, and they totally transform completely differently as well, but they're actually not that far apart, which is quite cool. The thing about Voyagers nowadays is they all have to have some kind of gimmick. You know, whether it be mech tech, some kind of moving parts, punching arm, chompy jaw, some kind of light up effect. Oh, I shouldn't have eaten that curry. What else? Firing missiles. Nutmeg! Or the newest tragedy to hit us in the Voyager world. Why they can't just be a big sized figure and be done with it, I don't know. This. What is this? Anybody? Any ideas? This is... I don't actually know what this is. It's Optimus Prime's gun, but beyond that I have no idea. For some reason somebody saw fit that this would be a really good idea for a weapon. It's not. It really isn't. The mech tech weapons were bearable just because in Voyager mode you could peg them so that they stayed like deployed. Example here, this is Dark of the Moon Optimus Prime's gun. You know, it's not a bad looking gun, to be fair. Push the mech tech in and something happens. But if you twisted this bit on the end, you could push it all in. It's not going to push in for me now. Great. You could turn it slightly and it would stay deployed, and then at least you have the choice of sort of two different guns. Most of them were rubbish, but the Voyagers will give them that choice. You're not in this one. This is translucent plastic and grey plastic, yeah, and basically what you do is pull that back and you end up with a gun. Now actually, if you took this bit off, this big horrible plastic bit with the batteries in, I wouldn't really mind that gun. You know, I'm not a big fan of energon weapons, but I wouldn't really mind that. It's okay, it's not bad if it stayed like that, but it doesn't. So you're left with that, and it's just rubbish. On vehicle mode, the only place I've found for it to peg in is at the back here. It doesn't fit in the middle, it's far too loose, so it only fits on one side, like that. Then, what's the point of that? It's rubbish! Look at that, there's a little LED and it doesn't out. Yeah, so, not keen on the weapons. Why we can't just have a nice big Voyager with nice paint apps and like a decent, just a plastic gun? Why? That would be brilliant, wouldn't it? But anyway, on to the transformation. Okay, so I'm trying something a little bit different today. Rather than me hold my gigantic, enormous fingers up at the screen at you whilst talking, I've decided to try and do it a bit more traditional way. So I'm seeing if it works like this, setting it up here for you. Before I get into transformation, which I just said I would get into, I thought I'd quickly just show you a bit of a size comparison with the Dark of the Moon Voyager Optimus Prime. You can see from looking at them from head on, they've both got shit smokestacks, but never mind. Apart from that, the Prime one is a lot taller than the Dark of the Moon one. The Dark of the Moon one though is longer by a fair bit there, you know, quite a bit. They're both not bad. I don't mind the Dark of the Moon figure, he's okay, but I much prefer the Prime one. He's a lot nicer. So anyway, on to the transformation. I'll get rid of this one. So to transform him, what I tend to do first is sort his legs out, because they kind of just fold out like this. So you just fold them out from the back there. Then you split the legs apart, and this is quite a nice little bit of the transformation. These what used to be the trailer hitch here is now his feet. So they kind of just fold out, and they're on a ball joint, and they just come around like so, which is pretty cool. And then same again with this one. Fold that out and around, and then you're left with a nice set of feet. These bits here fold down to form his sort of shins, and that's pretty much his legs more or less sorted. Then the next part is you take these panels. There's a peg right here and a hole in there, and they basically you just pull them down, move them out like that, and there's loads of different ways to do it, but I kind of crack it open like cracking an egg. You just pull the wheel well, and that bit's side down. It's not going to do it for me now because I've just decided to do it a different way, but they're basically on hinges, which you can see underneath here, and they should just fold down like so. Then, and I've got all of that off camera, haven't I? This is the first time I've done it like this, kids. Then you do it like that. Move the panels, which again on some sort of ball joint, just round to the back like that. This leaves you with probably the most interesting part of the transformation, which is basically the roof, the canopy piece here. You just pop that back off, and that folds down, and then split it apart. These two little sort of tabs, like fins, they just fold round like that. And then this is the sort of the cool bit, where you've got your arms here. If you just pull them out, and then from underneath, and then you've got little hinge joints here. Pull these hinge joints around, and then you have to spin the arm around like that. Same again on this one, like so. Then we get to the head. The head is actually behind the front grille, so we turn the head, we just flip the panel up, and that's that in place. Then there's a funny jointed piece here, there. So we just fold that all in, fold everything back up until it clicks together like that. I have no idea how much of that I've got on camera, but never mind. That's that in place now anyway. The next thing we do is the shoulder pads. We just bring those down on their little hinges and click them into place like that. Fold the wrists out, and you're left with a fully functioning, is that in? Sure, it's supposed to click, there we go. You're left with a fully functioning Optimus Prime. And doesn't he look cool? Don't know how much of that you're getting to see. So yeah, Optimus Prime in his robot mode, and he looks pretty nifty indeed. I do like his legs. He's got some nice little bit of paint up there. I mean, the only sort of flaw I think with this robot mode is that there's literally nothing going on with him at all in terms of applications of any size. He's got some nice translucent forearms. Everything's pretty articulate. You know, you've got ball jointed shoulders, bicep swivel, hinge joint on the elbow, hinge on the wrist for transformation, but only goes one way, like 90 degrees. His head's ball jointed. He's got quite a nice face, quite a nice head sculpt. I don't know if you can see that there. And he's got some light piping in there as well, but you don't really, it doesn't come out very well. He's got like a little bit of paint apps to his abdomen, not a huge amount. Yeah, on the whole, he's good, but he could have been great, I think. He does come with another weapon apart from the terrible one, this one here. He comes with a sword, which I think you'll agree is okay. There's a nice bit of moulded in detail. It's a funny shade of grey, it's quite a light grey. I've heard tell that it's supposed to be a Star Saver, but it doesn't look like it to me. But anyway, it's like a sword anyway, and you can just hold that. Would have been nice to have a little bit of paint on it to make it a bit different, but never mind, what can you do? And the awful weapon, you can't really hold this because it just falls out of his hand. I'll just give you a close up of that weapon there, because in all its glory, because it's so amazing. So what there is actually there's like a peg hole on each of his forearms, and it kind of pegs into that, and then you can see it's just rubbish. It won't even extend all the way because it's blocking. It's rubbish. Rubbish gun, throw it away. Right, anyway, there you go. So that's Optimus Prime. I like him. He's good. You know, he's nice. I do like him. I'll give you a quick size comparison. 1 second. Okay, so as you can see, in terms of bot mode, they're actually pretty similar in terms of height. The Dark of the Moon one has much longer legs and a much smaller torso, whereas the Prime one he's a lot better proportioned, basically. So yeah, I mean, Optimus Prime, he's canny. I do like him. Not so keen on the Dark of the Moon one. Prime one's pretty cool though. So, in summary, Prime Optimus Prime, he's not a bad little bot mode. I do like him. He's got a little bit of kibble on the back, but other than that, he's nice. And could really do with a sticker set. Yeah, little comparison just to finish with the Cyberverse one, who's getting a bit loose now. Obviously, Cyberverse, he's only the same size as his leg. And other than that though, I do quite like the pair of them together. They make a nice team. But yeah, so I hope you've enjoyed this video. It's probably been utterly shambolic because I've just been fannying about trying to test out a different way of filming it, but we'll see. I think I need to buy some lights. Well, thanks for watching, lads. This has been Mighty Grimlock, and I'll be back again soon with another video, hopefully. My girl, don't lie to me. Tell me, where did you sleep last night? Come on, tell me, baby. In the pond, where the sun don't ever shine. I was shivering all night too. My girl,